Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to start a new series on the channel where I present a question either from my own curiosity or from online discourse and try my best to answer it from my point of view, get my thoughts and feelings on it. But I also want to engage with you guys to get your point of view on certain topics and issues and whatnot. I'm not sure if I'm gonna call this series something, but if you have any name suggestions for the series, I would be open to that. Um, so basically, the question for today for the video is: Are boys love series getting too explicit, getting too raunchy, getting too racy with their NC scenes and whatnot? Is it bad to have those scenes in the show? Does it cheapen the series? Like, what's the tea with that? Now, this question was presented. Someone in my Discord sent a video, someone talking about the same topic, and I just want to get my point of view on it. Now, for me personally, I have noticed whenever I criticize a show for not really progressing a plot or not having lots done in the episode, bunch of fluff and filler, and I'm complaining about how this episode is 45 minutes long and we still haven't done anything. We still haven't we didn't develop these characters, get the backstories, we didn't flesh out nobody, we didn't progress the plot. We're not doing much yet in the show and the episode. Now we're 3 episodes in and we still haven't moved really. Most times I get comments saying like, "Oh, everyone wants bust down scenes, and everyone wants to have stuff explicit. They don't like the fluffy stuff, and they don't know." I'm like, number one, I didn't say none of that. I said I want a plot. I want plot progression. I want character development. But, that's the connotation that people have with them saying a show is boring. If you think the show is boring, nothing's happening, it's because you want explicit material in your boys' love. That's the automatic thing they think of. No, 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 no. You don't like it because it's not salacious. You don't like it because it's not raunchy. I don't like it because we're not doing anything. Hello. And here's the thing. I understand there's a lot of polls happening on the line where people are like, "Oh, what do you want from what do you want to see in the Boys Love series going forward?" And a lot of people say they want the NC scenes. I understand. I understand you might be put off by like, "Oh, y'all just want stuff to bust down." Mm-mm-mm-mm. I think the Boys Love series could use bust down scenes, intimate scenes, more salacious acts. However, I don't think that using that as filler is the way to go. Let me explain. Now, with shows with raunchy scenes and shows with more fluffy, cutesy, lighthearted material, they both do the same thing. They stop a plot, or sometimes don't even have a real plot, paper thin plot, and they fill it up with the fluffy, flirty, cutesy stuff, kind of like comedic hijinks over here. And then on this side, we have the characters busting down and being raunchy, usually with some kinks and whatnot. And they're doing all of that instead of telling a narrative. That's what's happening. But the problem is, both parties think the other type of show is in the wrong. You know what I mean? They think their show is better because of we're having a bunch of salacious sex scenes, so it's like provocative and it's like, ooh, it's spicy and it's great because of that. No, it's not. Oh, our show is pure and like we're focusing more of the romance and character interaction, but y'all not doing nothing but that. There's no plot. We barely know these characters. There's just stock cliches. There's no storyline here. They're both relying on heavy tropes and fan service in both aspects. And what's really suffering is that in both types of shows, we're not getting anything new, fresh, and engaging when we watch these. At least I'm not. That's my biggest complaint with the Boys Love series. People are very complacent with the shows. Oh, I expected Boys Love to be boring, so when they have boring scenes, I expect it, so it's fine. Why are we so used to it being fine and being okay with that? Oh, I'm used to, a show doing this, so it's okay. I don't know. I just think it's odd that we either way we go, we're okay with, and we think this one's better than the other, and that's better than the other. I'm like, the problem is the middle. We're not progressing a plot line. We're not doing anything remotely story driven. And I understand these shows are based on novels and mangas and comics and whatnot. They have a set story, but what I always say is they don't lend themselves to a long series. Make this stuff a movie, make it a short series. Give us 6 episodes. Give us 8 episodes. We don't need 13. We don't need 50. It doesn't make any sense. I understand you guys think the show is boring because we have a bunch of fluff. You guys think the show is relying too much on sex because there's nothing else to rely on because there's no plot. You understand? But I want to say, for everybody, it seems like people who have a problem with the NC stuff are just seemingly anti-gay, and that is something that is within the boys love fandom. They don't really care about queer folk. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. If you're actually gay, they're not with it. It's kind of weird and counterintuitive. Like, you want to see the romance part of it and like keep it really cute and fluffy and pure, but then when these shows showing the boys busting down, which happens with actual queer couples, oh no, oh man, it's too much, it's too salacious. No, 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 no. I get it. It's filling up time, and that's the issue. But the thing is, you just what it seems like y'all just don't like queer folks being intimate, and it needs to be shown, in my opinion. It shouldn't replace a plot, but it shouldn't be cut out. Let these characters bust down. Especially, we're getting older characters. We're getting post college. We're getting workplace. They are grown. They're gonna do what they do. As much as you like the fluffing stuff, people like to see bust down. There's nothing wrong with liking that. Like, oh, just watch porn. Y'all are wilding. Y'all are wilding. I think that take is very weird to me. Even other queer folk I've seen online always say that too. Just watch porn. Like, it's like, just because some people want more salacious scenes doesn't mean like they don't. It's a weird take. It's like they try to shame you and have what you like as a negative, which it goes both ways. It goes both ways. If you want to say they are just want kinky stuff in their shows and not really care about plot, you don't care about plot either. You just care about boys kissing, dead fish kissing, and being flirty, feeding each other food. That's not a plot either. Just go watch some shorts on YouTube then. If that's the case. Like, it's a weird. The split fandom thing is so weird to me. The anti-gay people in the fandom is so weird to me. No one cares about actual queer folk and everything like that. It's so odd to me, that this is the narrative and this is the feelings that people are having. Now, like I said before, I'm sick of the filler. I don't need a bunch of bust down scenes with no plot. I don't need no fluffy stuff with no plot. Like, the premise of a show being friends with benefits doesn't make any sense to me. Like, Bed Friend, that didn't make any sense to me. I was sick of watching every episode, how the character went through trauma and then he's busting down his coworker. Rinse and repeat. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why are we sitting here doing the same thing each episode? And then the opposite end, watching Boss and the Babe, all they did was flirt with each other. They're in the office, being cutesy, eating food together, going on road trips, the whole seatbelt thing, the cliche boys love cutesy stuff. We're not doing anything but that every episode. And even shows that had a plot that's really set up, like The Eclipse, we spent so much time not doing what the plot was supposed to be doing for so long. It was so aggravating to see. And I know you want the boys love, but you can write in a story where they kind of bond and do the things, but also have a narrative, have a journey they're going on. You can do the same. You can do it at the same time. In that video I saw from what the Discord member sent, they said Together was praised for its purity, for its non-use of NC stuff. Okay. I don't know how that's a better show. It was boring. Not even boring. It just didn't make no sense. Because the whole, like, I loved you all along thing happened, and, like, he came around and he was like, oh, I've been in love with you this whole time and I've been faking it. It's all, like, manipulative and, like, it's very toxic if you really think about it. If y'all don't want to think about it. That's the thing. Y'all don't want to think about it. Y'all think it's cute. People manipulate the people and doing these shady stuff. It seems romantic and cute, but it's actually toxic. That's weird too. Like, Boys Love series, it's a whole thing that's kind of, icky in itself, and the roots of it, the common tropes of assault and abuse and lying, and then having like taboo dynamics with like step siblings and intense age gaps, and now we have like conflict of interest, romantic love situations with their boss, and like it's all salacious and in different ways, but it's also all very juvenile at times. There's no middle ground. Like, can we get like something that's not for kids, but it's not something that's just relying on just intense adult themes too? Can we get somewhere in the middle? Because either way, no one wins. Either ways, all these shows are not that great in some ways, shape, or form. In my opinion. In my opinion. So, in conclusion, yes, we need more NC scenes or just more intimate scenes showing the boys kissing, hugging, being affectionate. We don't have to bust down every time, but if you want to bust down, go ahead and bust down. If a director, writer, if that's their thing, go off and go ham. You don't have to watch a show that has that stuff. Like you being upset that maybe your faves was doing a QC show one time and now they're doing a bust down type of show the next time. Y'all mad about it? Like, get over it. Like, calm down. But also, can we get some plots? Please, 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 please give us a plot to follow. Let's keep up the pace with the plot. We can do a beach episode. I'm fine with it, but like around the beach episode, because that's the most fluffiest episode. Let's keep things moving. Let's keep things going. Okay? But yeah, let me know your thoughts below on this subject matter. Let me know if there's any other questions I should do a video on. I have two questions I want to do a video on, but like let me know what I should chime in about. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, become a patron, link below for your convenience, and I will see you guys in the next video.